I'm gonna wait for a couple more people to get in here before we get kicking. But appreciate y'all for showing up. Appreciate the few people that came in. This is my first call with MTM, so we making history, people. You're making history with me. So thank y'all for coming in. I'm an idiot. I'm letting y'all know right now. Those of y'all that have been on my calls before, y'all know how I get down. So this is gonna be a very fun call, and we get to talk about psychology. So that's gonna be real good too. So I'm gonna tell you guys now, everything that we talk about in this class is not directed towards you in a personal way. The only thing that this class is really supposed to do is kind of get your mental straight so you can be able to see the market the way that you want to see it. So Von Zell actually gave me the opportunity to kind of share the things that I've been through throughout my journey to kind of, put me in a good set to where I can actually see the market the way that I need to see it and get it out of my own way. So as I'm presenting this to you guys, just know I'm talking to myself as well. So I go through this a lot. I actually speak on this a whole lot throughout my day. So we're gonna get started in about 30 seconds as soon as I can get this screen to share. Mm, share screen to. All right, here we go. Cool. Y'all let me know if y'all can see my screen. Can y'all see my screen? Type yes if you can real quick for me. Cool, 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 cool deal. All right, cool, y'all. So, what we're going to kind of jump into today is this simple idea of you're using your mental for your trade, making sure that you're able to clear your mind before you get into the market, knowing what you're looking at, knowing what you're looking for, and feeling comfortable with what you had going on. So, trading psychology, a fixed mindset versus a trader's mindset, it helps. This will help you tremendously if you pay attention. And hey, Tonda, how you doing? My push. Good to see you. I appreciate you for dropping in tonight. But this will help you more than anything. Personally, my own opinion, I feel like trading psychology is a little more important. Simply because if you don't have the right mental something into this, you're really not going to be able to really learn and grasp what you need to learn to be a profitable trader. So, what's up, Terrence? What's going on, brother? Dive right into it. So, house rules, real quick. Eliminate all distractions for the next 45 minutes to an hour. I really need you guys to focus on this because it's extremely important. As I stated, psychology is one of the best things you can really have when it comes to being in this market, so you know what to do. Second thing, we're going to be transparent in this. This is a no judgment zone. Anything that we're talking about in here, everyone has been through. Vonzel has been through. I have been through. People who are funded have been through. So, meaning we're not judging you for anything because we've all been through this before. Remain open minded, meaning simply every piece of information that you learn in here today, just it's really not information that you don't know, but just kind of look at yourself. Don't say, "Oh, well, I already know this." Kind of have an open mind because the psychology part of it is what's really going to push you over the edge to really get you to be consistently profitable. If you got notes, if you want to take notes, take those notes. Write it down if you have to. Ask questions, please. I'm very interactive. So if I'm asking a question, come off the mic, man. I think it's only like 10 of us in here. It's all family, so don't be scared to share your voice if you want to share something, if you want to have an opinion towards something. Same thing we kind of do in the book club. Just kind of if you see something and you feel something on the topic, raise your hand or just come off the mic and you can definitely talk about it. 16, disclaimer, just real disclaimer. Trading foreign exchange on margin carries high level of risk and may not be suitable for all investors. The high degree of leverage can work against you as well as for you. Before deciding to invest in foreign exchange, you should carefully consider your investment objectives, level of experience, and risk appetite. The possibility exists that you could sustain a loss of some of all of your initial investments, and therefore you should not invest any money that you cannot afford to lose. Say that one more time. Therefore, you should not invest any money that you cannot afford to lose. All information that is shared here is only for educational purposes. We get funded, so we don't put our own money into the market like that no more. So I don't know what I typed that in there. All right. So the objective, understanding what psychology is, trading psychology to be exact, how to control your way of thinking so that you can understand the market, learning how to balance your left and right side of your brain. For my Forex mindset readers, you guys know exactly what that is. We're going to kind of dive in it a little bit today. Not allowing your emotions to get the best of you. Some real talk. That's when we really going to be sipping on some wine right there to tell you it's going to get real in there. And then at the end of it, we're going to have a wrap up. All right. So we're going to dive right into the psychology really quickly. Psychology, trading psychology. What is it? What is it? Why is it necessary? Why is it important? It's exactly what it sounds like. It's learning to take control of your thinking so that you're able to see the market clearly. Meaning, if you're in the market and you see yourself in a trade, you see drawdown happening, you want to know, should I get out of that? Should I stay in it? Is it going to hit a certain level? This is what all this psychology is for, so you'll be able to know exactly where to go, what you want to. Also, with digging into your mental, you will see how your emotions play a huge role in how you see the market. Emotional thinking is not somewhere you want to be when it comes to being in this market. Trust me. Been there, done that. That's where that word revenge trading get from comes from. Excuse me. In my opinion, psychology is the most important thing when it comes to trading. How can you learn to trade without having the correct mental approach? If you're coming into any situation, even this is away for trading, just any life situation, you can't learn it if you're already walking in there saying, "Well, I already know what to do," or you can't walk in there saying, "Well, I'm gonna be closed minded." And you definitely can't walk in there feeling that you already have all the answers. You have to be a sponge. You have to have the correct mental when coming into this market, or it will destroy you. By show of hands, show of hands. I'm actually gonna put mine up real quick. How many people have blown an account? And I told you I'm interactive, so when the hands come up, boom. I see one, two, three. Miss Linda. Anyone else? Three, four. Oh, okay. People raising their hands. So okay. So we don't blown some accounts before. Can someone come off the mic and tell me what kind of happened that you blew that account?
Over leverage.
Drawdown.
Over leverage, drawdown, all 13. Oh my
Over
God.
leverage. Over
Over
leverage.
leverage.
I put in, I ain't even get a chance to put my hand up, but I'm gonna say it, boy. I just did it the other day and blew my little $2,000 account. Over leveraging, putting in too many dang trades. I got some sauce from one of my mentors, but I took the sauce. Don't say it. I took the sauce and I went to stirring it too fast. And it dried up so mad. So yeah. You want us to be verbal? I'm gonna be the verbal one. I took the sauce,
Man, you know,
and
Terrence, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, man. Terrence be keeping the chat rocking, man. Y'all better be listening to Terrence. He be going hard in Discord.
No, but I have to keep it real because you got some people that will not keep it real, and they probably doing the same dumb shit that I did.
Facts.
And
facts,
I gotta say it just like that. I gotta say it just like that. So if I gotta put myself on the totem pole, I put myself on there. But at the same time, my dumb ass went over there with them little $200 and over leverage. And the crazy part about it is, I said it to Von Zell when we were last night in the book club chat. I held that account. I held that $2,000 account for 38 days. I don't feel bad, and I didn't feel bad, and it's a learning process, and I can and it's you can overcome it. But at the same time, it's people came in and they lost that same account in 30 minutes, in less than 30 minutes. I sat there and watched it. So
yeah,
you
man.
know, so leverage and your risk management and everything is key. That's all I'm gonna say. But just pay attention and follow the rules and do your homework.
Absolutely. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Over risk management, that would help the over leverage for my over leverage people. I used to be one of those, so I understand that. Let me see. Ooh, Kaylin. I want to speak on what Kaylin just put out there, trying to keep up with others. That is the worst thing to do. That is a horrible thing to do. I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. My problem when I first came to MTM, I was trying to keep up with Von Zell. I'm gonna let y'all laugh at that for a second. Yeah, I was trying to keep up with myself. And every trade he called, I was trying to get in. Everything he did, I was trying to do. Lo and behold, I got smacked. When I say smacked, I'm talking about my boy thought I was gonna quit. My boy really thought I was gonna quit. For real, for real. He really thought I was gonna quit. Y'all remember when I broke into his house and everything? Matter of fact, that week, that time he said I was broke into his house, whatever. That account, yeah, that got blown. Like smack, just smack it or do. Like he gave me an ETA straight. I was like, oh, this nice. You know what I'm saying? This thing I know. I'm like, all right, I'm cold. I get like up like I was like 2,500. Next thing I know, I dropped like 500 and I started revenging. And I started taking every trade Von Zell took, and not even thinking the dude got X amount of accounts. I'm leveraging the same amount of money he leveraging, and I'm not even paying attention to what I'm putting in. I'm just hitting two standards on gold and hoping it go the right way. Like, nah, we don't want to do that. So don't never, ever, 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 ever compare your journey to someone else. Once you do that, you are literally setting yourself up for failure. Literally, literally. Locking down this psychology will allow you to learn all you need to know and remain consistently profitable. That's supposed to be a D at the end of that. My bad on that. Learning this skill isn't hard, but it takes practice, and it will not happen overnight. The same way you mark out church daily, you must practice how to be emotionally intelligent and mentally strong to be able to fight off negativity during your trading journey. I want to speak on that negativity point really quickly. While we're kind of in this first page, um, negativity plays a huge role in the market. Negativity plays a huge role in your life. Period. In this instance, when it comes to negativity on your account, I cannot tell you how many times, and I know we've all been there. Let's say you hit a trade, right? You make $600. Let's matter of fact, we're gonna call it spade a spade. You just got your funding account. You know, you just got your challenge, and I don't know. Let's say yeah, last week, you know, you already passed your 5,000. You're at your 2,500. You make $2,000 in one day. You make $2,000 in one day, knowing you only got 500 more to go. I'm gonna be honest. How many people in here gonna say, "Let me get that 500 real quick"? Kaylin, thank you. That's the only one that's gonna say, "Let me get that 500 real quick." Tay, thank you. Anyone else? Charlotte, thank you. Thank you. Eric, Tonda. I think we all are safe to say once you kind of hit that, you're gonna say, let me get that 500 real quick. Why? Why are we doing that? You just made 2 grand. Why are we doing that? There's no reason to do that. Now let's say you get this to, like I said, you got $500 to go, and you get in, and the market goes the complete opposite way. I'm talking about Vibe done gave you a beautiful signal. You drop like I don't know 2 standards or a standard on gold. Let me go ahead and knock this out real quick, just a couple pips, and I'm straight. Next thing you know, the market flips and goes the other way, and you down 250. Not bad. You know what I'm saying? So okay, my $2,000 just simply went to $1,750. Okay, that's cool. It's all right. You know, I can take that loss. But at that point, guess what you're going to do now? Next part I'm going to ask. Who's going to say, dang, I just thought that's 250. Let me get that 250 back. Then I'm a chill. I ain't going to worry about the 500, but I'm a chill. I'm really walking down the mental right now. Go back. I am. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to be honest real quick for a second. Diddy, thank you. All day. So look, we get back in the market, try to get that 250. But guess what happens? We get the 250. We get the 250. Then guess what our mind goes to? I ain't gonna say it. I want somebody else to come off the mic and say it. We get the 250. Where's your next mindset going to? Dang, I got.
Oh
Come
shit,
on,
I'm
man.
finna get some more.
Hold on, Terrence. Hold on. Before you get out, before you start going off, Terrence, I want everybody to come off. I want everybody to come off and go hard, like for real. Keep 100 with me. Who gonna try to get that 500 after you get that 250? Yo,
After I
yo,
get that
yo,
250, I'm thinking I'm gonna get
yo.
2,500 more.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But guess what? That don't happen. Now you down another 250. So now you at 1,500. You done tried to gain 500. Now you in a hole of $1,000 pretty much because you only have 500 more to go. Now you're in a hole of $1,000 trying to reach your goal. And I almost guarantee now at this point, I ain't gonna lie. Now, once I hit that point, I'm done. Von Zell and Didi will come off the mic and they will tell you, I'm the first person that's gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna hop in. But at some point, when I get too much, I'm chilling. I can't do it no more. Then I won't trade for like 2 weeks. Then Von Zell will call me and be like, bro, what are you doing? You're like, what are you doing? That's just me. That's just me. I gotta step away for a little bit, or else I'm gonna kill myself and I'm gonna really mess up my account for real. Y'all ain't gonna really see me. So now you at that point, say I go, yeah, exactly. You're trying, then you're gonna try to break even. That's gonna be my next. That was gonna be my next question I was gonna ask. Now you're gonna try to break even, but this entire time while you're doing this, you're not even realize the negative mindset that you're putting yourself in. Not only did you just lose the money that you gained, now you're back in a mindset of now I have to come back. You don't come back, guess what's going to happen? You're going to keep attacking that market. And next thing you know, you're going to find yourself losing your account, losing everything on your account. Then you're going to sit here and wonder, dang, now I got to fork out another $300. Now I got to fork out another $350 or whatever the case may be to get another funded account. Now, at this point, you're making this a habit. Just by simply on the negative mindset, negativity can really go a long way when it comes to going down a path of, yeah, there you go, attacking the market. Negativity can go a long way when you're in this market. It would drop your mindset in a instance, and we're going to talk about how you can kind of avoid that a little bit too. So the reason why it is so important to lock this down, there's a difference between coming to the forex to make money and coming to forex to learn how to trade. If you ever talk to me, and if you ever hop on a book clubs, that's one of the main things I always say. I stopped trying to make money and I actually started trying to learn how to trade. Most beginners that come in the market will fail. Emphasis on most. That's a big emphasis on most. Most traders that come in here wanting to learn the skill of actually learning how to trade, excuse me, will be successful. Not because they see dollar signs. They're actually seeing, okay, I want to learn why this level keeps getting hit. I want to learn why every time it hits this level it's bullish, or every time it hits this level is bearish. Like you're literally looking at the market, trying to learn the concept and the language of the market versus trying to make money. Before making the big bucks, there has to be a foundation of skills in knowing how to control your mental while in the market, or else Forex will destroy your pockets, confidence, and overall way of capturing pips in the market. Forex will destroy your pockets, your confidence, and overall way of capturing pips in the market. I want somebody to come off the mic, Terrence. It can be you if you want to. Let's paint a scenario. Von Zell calls out a gold trade. Calls out a gold trade. You know, I ain't gonna say Von Zell. Vi, for those of us that use Vi. Vi calls out a trade. And we're in gold and we get in the market. We get in right when we're supposed to get in, and the market just shifts the other way. It just completely shifts the other way. Now, in your mind, automatically, I can tell you what I go into is like, dang, what the heck? Like, why just call this out? Why it ain't going the right way? Not even thinking that the market still has to do what it has to do, right? So in this instance, you're coming in on the signal, everything's looking good. You know what I'm saying? It shoots back the opposite direction it's supposed to go, and then it shoots in the right direction. Now you're feeling good. Now you're feeling really, really good because now you've gotten in on a call or a put, whatever you want to have put, and it's going in the direction that you wanted to go. Right now, you're not necessarily knowing what the market's going to do because you didn't do an analysis. Mind you, I did not say you did any analysis before you hit this market for a reason. You just came in on vibe. Now, Vibe has this thing to where sometimes it will call a sell, and then a couple candles later, it'll call a buy. Now, mind you, you did no analysis whatsoever. You did no type of fundamentals whatsoever getting into the market. How are you going to feel knowing that you're about to lose your money? You're going to feel worried, concerned, different. You're going to feel what? Terrence just came off the mic. What you about to say, Terrence?
It feel horrible because I done did it already, and that's why I ain't trading now. I'm getting my skills up before I go back to doing things
Right. And
just of
it's
that.
going it's
And what
going
you said.
you wanna be able to build your confidence is gonna be shot. And now
Yeah,
we're
but
in
you
the
have to build your
mindset of I don't even want to get in the market anymore because I don't want to lose.
yeah, no, you got to learn this. You know, and it's nothing like a get rich overnight. Like I got a business, and it took years to get to where I'm at. So this is no different, and if anything, it's way much more complicated.
So
So
I'm gonna pause you right there. Hold on, Terrence. I'm gonna pause you right there. I'm not trying to cut you off. This is what I'm gonna tell you. No, it's not that difficult. It's not. I'm gonna tell you what makes it difficult. We make it difficult. The person makes it difficult. I'm gonna tell you how. When it comes to trading is very easy. When you really look at what you're looking at, family, for real, if you really take the time to really think about everything we are taught, trading is all about one word: patience. That's it. Patience. We make it difficult, and we're going to dive into how we make it difficult in ourselves. Trading is very easy, family. I'm going to tell you something about trading that people say that really kind of irks me a little bit, but it kind of hit me kind of hard when people say, oh, yeah, you can't get rich overnight with trading. If you come in here with a made up mind that I'm a trade demo for the next month, I'm not gonna touch a live account. I'm gonna go dark. We're gonna talk about what going dark is. If you don't know what going dark is, it's something I love to do. Vonzel said I do it too much, but I don't care because I come out stronger every time. Um, and if you come in here mentally just prepared to learn versus trying to make money, trading becomes very easy. Ask me how I know. My man Eric came and got funded out of nowhere. Now the dude is smacking the fool out in the market. Smacking the dude. I mean, smacking the market. Smacking the market. I don't know if y'all remember when Eric got his account. I remember when Eric got his account. Matter of fact, I remember Eric blew an account, came back a week and a half later and smacked it. So you mean to tell me it takes 4 5 months for me to get rich? Nah, no. You just got to change your mental, and we're gonna dive right into what we mean about that. Key points. Learning the psychology behind trading will create discipline for you. You will not become consistently profitable without locking down your psychology. A clear mind equals clarity in the market. That is a fact. A clear mind equals clarity in the market. How do we clear our minds? I want to kind of dive on this a little bit too. You cannot spend 24 hours in this market trying to learn how to trade, people. Cannot do that. You are going to wreck your brain. I know too many people that have taken this opportunity and focused too much on trading. First of all, there are other parts of life you have to focus on as well. If you don't do nothing but focus on trading, you're going to lose your doggone mind. And I don't know who want to look at a computer screen all day either. But that's to each his own. But I'm telling you, you have to find an outlet outside of this market. You have to find something to take you away from the market. Meaning, if you are having a bad day, you ain't won not one trade all day. You cannot sit in here and try to get your money back. What you're going to do, you're going to put yourself in the hole, and next thing you know, you're going to be up at 4 o'clock in the morning trying to catch trades. Those trades aren't going to go right. Then you're going to come out of those trades because you don't feel like sitting in drawdown because you don't lost too much money. It's a cycle of things that you still have to be able to take yourself away from this computer and still learn how to do other things away from trading. And I'm going to tell you that everything that you do on in this market will somehow affect you outside. And we're going to I'm going to dive into how trading can really change your life. Not just money wise, but your mental if you really think about it. If you really take and apply the concepts of things that you learn with trading when it comes to persistence, when it comes to learning, when it comes to being patient, when it comes to knowing just when to get out and when to get in, you're going to find yourself even doing things differently in your life. And that's factual. That is very factual. So, thoughts while trading. Scenario, we hop in a trade and immediately a rush of thoughts in your brain. Now, this is someone that let's go back to I want to say December. when we were all on Vonzel calls and the boot camp and everything was going on. And January, excuse me, we're in January and the boot camp and everything was going on. Let's go back there, right? And we hopping in these trades. These are things before we learn what stop hunts was, before we learn what BCLS was, before we learned what AGB was. We were learning these trades, and I'm pretty sure some of these things hit your brain. If these hit your brains, just raise your hands for it. I hope it goes the right way. Raise your hand. Yeah, that's my big. I love that one right there. Oh no, drawdown. I can't afford that. I love that one too. I like the black hand Tay. I appreciate that. Appreciate that Tay. I took this signal and it is going the opposite direction. Where my signal traders at? I know some signal traders in here somewhere. Let me see. Let me see another one. This I love this one. Market is moving in that direction. Let me go ahead and hop in on that one. It goes the opposite direction. Oh snap! It's going the other way. Let me put in another trade, and then it goes the other way. Who does that one? Y'all gonna start laughing at yourselves in a minute, because you gonna look in the mirror and be like, "Dang, what the heck is wrong with me? This better go the right way. It's my last little bit of money." Ooh, I done did that one a couple times for real, for real. I ain't gonna lie. Mm. I put both hands up on that one. I put my last little bit for real, for real. My favorite one. I've been trading for 2 years and haven't been profitable, and I do not know why. Now you can eliminate 2 years and then put the time frame, however long you've been trading. Have you heard of anyone saying any of these things? And you can do nothing about it. And all you can do is just learn and try to figure stuff out. And you're sitting here trying to figure out like, why am I thinking like this? Like I've been studying. Uh, homework. Homework. I've been studying. I've been sitting on these calls. I've been doing all this stuff, man. I still can't be profitable. Why? This is how we avoid these things and thinking like this. Very simple way, y'all. Very, very simple. Don't hope, know where the freak price is going. Know where it's going. Meaning what we got to do every day. Homework. Now, I'm not saying that you got to sit in front of your computer for 5 hours, but we all know you learn a new subject in school. You couldn't learn a subject until you did what? Homework. This is exactly what trading is. Look at it as literally school. You don't know what's going on. You don't know what's happening until you actually study. You don't know anything until you study. This is why I'm saying trading is actually easy. You take 2 hours a day. You never got to take 2 hours a day. If you take an hour a day and just study nothing but the market, you eliminate TV, you eliminate social media, you eliminate, if you can, get your kids out the way, but if you can't, then just kind of knock them out and punch them in their face, or do what I do, put melatonin on their chest, they go right to sleep, whatever you got to do. But you eliminate all the excuses and you literally put yourself in a position to where all you can do is focus on nothing but the market. This is when we literally get to know where the market is going and not having someone, not having to have somebody tell us where the market is going, saying get hop in on this signal or hop in on this trade, and things like that. One of the things that I tried to do is, even when I did have Vibe, I still tried to, make my own level so I can see, am I lining up with Vibe, or am I lining up with what Montel is doing? And if I'm not taking that trade, and I'm actually going back and figuring out, okay, what did I do wrong? Now, like I said, I'm not sitting here telling you to do what I did, because you can't compare your situations to everyone else, but just dropping the gem if that's what you decide that you want to do. Drawdown happens to everyone. This is why stop losses are important. Drawdown happens to everyone. This is why stop losses are important. Drawdown happens to everyone. It happens, people. This is why we don't over leverage. There is no reason why you should be putting a standard on Nas and you trading $2,000. Excuse me, allergies. There's no reason why you should be getting distraught about drawdown, people. When you see drawdown, drawdown doesn't mean you're going to lose your money. Drawdown literally means the market has to correct itself so it can go in the direction that it's supposed to go. Follow. Never mind, I ain't gonna go that far yet. Before taking the signal, did you make any type of analysis? Um, here's the thing that I had to learn. Just because the signal, another entry, Kaylin, absolutely. Just because the signal comes out, that doesn't mean it's a good trade, family. That does not mean it's a good trade. Just because the signal comes out, that does not mean it's a good trade. And on top of that, if you know that you already have 3 positions open, why are you opening another position? There's no reason to do that. You're going to put yourself in a predicament to where you're going to now be fighting. And we don't want to do that. We do not want to do that at all. There will be plenty of other trades. Don't force it. You miss a trade, so what? Others are coming. This is a I don't even know if it's a trillion or more. It's probably way more than that right now. It's probably a gazillion dollars on this market. Who knows the way Putin going right now? But there'll be plenty of other trades, man. Don't force it. Even right now with the war and all that's going on, we know we are not supposed to be in the market, but we got Vibe and that protects us from that. But that's not nevertheless. Don't force yourself to trade if you don't have to. Please don't. That is the worst thing to do when you force trades. Never ever invest anything you cannot afford to lose. Do not put $25 in the market and you ain't got no gas in your car. I'm gonna let that marinate for a second. And I'm gonna drink my wine on that one because that one was deep. I felt that one in my soul. That one hit me. Almost spoken tongue. Ishabo. That felt good. Oh yeah. $25 ain't giving you nothing. Ain't giving you squat diddly. $25. Gas is $4.20 in Charlotte, North Carolina. I don't know what it is around y'all, but pray for us. Sorry, did not mean to do that, family. If you are in the market and you cannot figure out anything in your head as to why you cannot lock down in a strategy, I'm pretty sure it's simply because you bounce around too much and you haven't given your mind any time to practice or process a legit strategy. The worst thing you can do, is combining strategies. I don't care if Vonzel, Curtis, Rob, Jesus, Abraham, Moses, if they all came and taught different strategies, don't y'all all do not combine those strategies trying to make your own strategy. That is the worst possible thing to do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I love y'all to death. I love my family to death. When people send me screenshots of all of these indicators they have on their trading view MT4, I'm literally thinking, what in God's name are you looking at? Because I have no idea how you're trading this right now. When you have when you got too much seasoning on a piece of chicken, it gets salty and it get nasty, and you're gonna put it in a trash. Do not put too much seasoning on your chicken. Point blank, period. If you know you have a legit strategy, if you know you got Lowry's, you got, well, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna go that far because then I'm gonna give out my secrets. I can't give out my seasoning secrets. But if you know you got 8 different seasoning and you only cooking one piece of chicken, why you putting all 8 on that one piece? Put a couple of pieces on it and keep it pushing. Do not combine any strategies. Do not combine any strategies. I'm saying it one more time because there's a lot of people that do that, and you can take it back to the bank teller, whoever you got to tell. Do not combine strategies. The minute you combine strategies, you lose your own analysis, and next thing you know, you're gonna find yourself in another hole that you're gonna be digging yourself out of. I cannot stress that enough. Left brain versus right brain thinking. This is my favorite thing to talk about. Nah, bro. No, bro. First of all, Ronzel, you about to lose your black card. That is not how you spell Lars. Go on Google, figure that out. Let's look on Google and figure that out. All right, now we're gonna keep it pushing. Left brain, right brain. Your left brain I'm about to kick you out the class. I can't. I forgot you created a link. I can't kick you out. You really about to lose your black card for real, bro. This left brain versus right brain thinking. Hold on, before I go that far. Left brain, right brain thinking. Your left brain is your logical side. Your right brain is your creative side. They have to work hand in hand in order for things to be copacetic. Your left brain is your logical side. Your right brain is your creative side. You're going to need both in order to work this market the way that you want to. So, as you can see on here on this little diagram that I found on Google, your left brain is more analytical, logical, precise, repetitive, organized, detailed, scientific, detached, literal. Meaning your left brain is completely black and white. There is no gray. It is very important to have nothing but black and white on the left side of your brain. On the right side of your brain, your creative side, this little thing is whatever over here, but it's that word says creative, imaginative, general, intuitive, conceptual, big picture, heuristic, empathetic, and figurative. Meaning this side of your brain is literally doing everything as far as like arts, music, emotion. That's the right side of your brain. The right side of your brain should not be used more than the left side of your brain. Left side of your brain thinking keeps you out of trouble. Right side of your brain makes you lose a lot of things that you have no business, you got no reason being around and all this stuff because you think it's sheer emotion. The left side of your brain, this controls your logical way of thinking. The left side of the brain will allow you to see the market without emotion. It is very imperative that you are able to see the market without emotion. You are trading off of two things. You get into the market because of greed, and you get out of the market because of fear. It is very imperative that you have a balance of both, and very imperative. Think about it like this. Let's say you see a trade, all signs tell you to get in. You haven't won a trade all day and you decide not to get in the trade. It goes in the exact direction that you thought. Now you're pissed. Never allow fear and emotion to overtake your logic. If you have a strategy, you've done your analysis, the trade looks exactly the way it's supposed to. But like my man Terrence, I'm gonna use him for an example because he came off the mic to let me know what's happening with him. He said he ain't been trading in a couple of weeks. But I know my man Terrence been doing his homework, and I know my man Terrence saw a couple of Johnson trading view, and I know he could have cooked a couple of trades, but he chose not to because he was in fear of losing that money. You knew that everything worked, you knew everything lined up, but you didn't get in because of why, Terrence?
I just ain't ready to take that loss. I got to make sure I have it correct, analytically correct.
So with that,
But I will not know I'm correct until I put that trade in.
my brother, amen. And the church said, amen.
All right. I will not know I'm correct until I put that trade in, but I'm gonna make sure I have my juice together. I don't want just the sauce. I need the juice and all. The bread, the peas, and the collard green.
Oh, you make me hungry over here. Right side of your brain. This is the side of your brain that controls your emotions, meaning you cannot let them control you. Your right brain is needed to take in new information. With accepting new information, you must be open minded. When I'm saying open minded, people, I'm really saying like, don't don't forget what you've learned, but when you're learning something new, don't try to compare the two. Be a sponge. If you ever really pay attention to the sponge, once you soak out all the water, it has to soak more water back up. You cannot continue to learn new things and stack things if you don't take the opportunity to really focus on one thing at a time. If you try to learn too much at one time, you're going to overcrowd your brain. Next thing you know, you're going to be shot. And you're going to be stuck trying to figure out what do I need to do next. And you're going to feel like you're starting from ground zero. That's not something that we want to do. So you want to remain open minded, but also remember that learning new information takes time. It takes time, especially especially if you've already learned certain details about trading. So support and resistance. Let's just take that for an example. Support and resistance. We know that to be a floor and a ceiling. correct? So some people look at support and resistance and they don't believe in support and resistance. They just believe that the market hits certain levels. That's their way of thinking. You don't have to think like that if support and resistance is working for you. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? I hope y'all understand where I'm coming from. Here's the thing about the right side of your brain. Too much of it will destroy you and your ability to truly be successful in trading and in life. Again, back to what I was saying earlier about trading and how it would come into your life. If you're too emotional when you think about certain things, if you're too emotional when someone cuts you off in front of traffic, and you pull up next to that person and you don't know what they got in that car, you can't be mad if they shoot at your car because your emotion allows you to take you there. Someone cuts you off, thank God you ain't get hit. Keep it on pushing. For real, for real. Emotional way of thinking. When someone's coming to you with something you don't want to hear, when someone's telling you something about yourself that you need to hear, if you're constantly thinking, I don't care what this person say about me, I'm right, I'm right, I'm right, you're never going to be able to grow as your character. If you can't develop your character, you can't develop your mental. You can't develop your mental, guess what's going to happen? You're not going to be able to trade into this market. Let me know if y'all feel me on that. It's quiet. Ooh, it's quiet. I think I stepped on somebody's toes. I ain't mean to if I did. I ain't mean to step on toes. If I stepped on toes, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, I feel you. I'm just over here trying to eat
What you eating, Kayla?
her chicken salad.
Chicken salad, girl. You funny. We steak and shrimp over here. What you doing?
Not yet, almost, almost. I'm just with the shrimp. I ain't got to the steak yet.
It's cool. It's cool. But for real, congrats, congrats, really congrats, y'all. I'm so proud of everybody that's getting funded, man. Keep killing, keep killing. Terrence, you stupid. Ain't got no toes. Balance of both is needed to remain profitable, to get and remain profitable. You have to have a balance of your left and your right brain. You can't be too logical because then you won't have any greed or fear to get into the market. You cannot be too right brain or you're going to be trading too much and then you're going to be losing all your money and then you're going to be trying to figure out how to get your bread back. Finding a balance. A couple of things you can do to find a balance so you can help yourself. In order to find a balance, here are a few things that you can practice to kind of, get your mind together. Instead of watching TV, it's gonna hurt some people's feelings. Scrolling through social media, playing games, etc. Read a book, journal, learn a new hobby, meditate. Just do something that takes your world from a bit and focus on you. I have someone who I mentor from time to time, young cat. He's 19 now. I'm sorry, he just turned 19 a couple weeks ago and he has no social media. He has no Snapchat. He has no Instagram, Facebook. The only thing he has is LinkedIn. This guy's 19 years old. He's about to graduate from Syracuse with a 3.7 GPA. He decided to go to summer school and finish his classes early. He's 19. 19 family. That made me that's kind of pissed me off. Look, now that I say it out loud, like I'm 27 and like, bro, like 19 and this dude about to be making more money than me. And of course, he's trying to learn how to trade, and I'm not going to tell him because I don't want to tell him because then he's going to rub in my face how much you make more money than me. But that's another story for another day. But yes, seriously, find a way to plug out of this world for a little bit. With everything that's going on right now, especially man, you cut on the computer. I mean, even if you just open your phone like for real. You open your phone and the first thing you see is news on Russia. The first thing you see is I don't know, you may get on Facebook and somebody posting something about, oh man, this person got into a fight or this person is up here to complaining how they don't get enough or da 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 da, whatever the case may be it's not too much positivity happening around in the world right now. I say world. I don't mean in your everyday life, but if you look at the world right now, all we can talk about is Russia. Like there's nothing else to talk about. It's real easy to get sucked into the world of what's happening constantly day in and day out, and it's really not being productive for you. I found that it's a lot more easier to plug into negativity than it's positivity, because usually when you plug into positivity, it's going to hurt you, because it's going to allow you to develop things, and things that hurt people, they really don't want to be around it. So I will say that the biggest thing that I don't have any social media myself either. Like literally, LinkedIn is the worst thing that I have. So uh, being that I'm able to really zone in and focus on myself. I used to be fat. I was 285 pounds. Now I'm down to 210. Last I weighed myself today. I'm down to 210. I never took the time to focus on other people and what they're doing. Even now, all this stuff going on, I cannot. The only thing I know that's going on right now is Russia. I done seen these tours, R&B tours, all this other stuff. Thank you, Kaylin. I done had all this other stuff going on around me. So many concerts that happen. I have no idea what's happening. Like it's crazy. Y'all gonna laugh when I say this. I did not watch the Super Bowl. The way I watched the Super Bowl, I woke up the next morning and saw the highlights. And I did watch that halftime show on YouTube. I didn't even watch it. Not because I don't care for it or anything like that. Thank you, Tay. Thank you, Tonda. I appreciate it. Not because I don't care about it or anything like that. I don't know. I think it's more important for me to learn this trading, because I really want to pull my family and create generational wealth for my kids. For real, for real. I'm going to be honest. I don't want to sit here and be worrying about what's going on. Uh, Man, Terrence, boy, you knocked me out of my sentence, man. Congrats, bro.
And then on top of that, a minute ago, I wrote, I ain't got no toes. Literally, I don't have any toes, bro.
You ain't got no toes.
I could run faster than you and Vonzel.
Oh yeah, you can definitely run faster than Vonzel. Yeah, Vonzel ain't going nowhere right now. Yeah, he can't go nowhere. He like a Terminator, like for real, for real. Like that knee kind of getting away every now and then, but it's cool. Um, but being able to focus on yourself, being able to focus on just you, develop yourself, you'll be able to find so many different things about yourself that you never learned. I know you can hear us. You'll learn things about yourself that you never learned. You'll discover things about even in your families and in your home that you probably never paid attention to, that you'll be able to focus on just by unplugging from the world and just plugging into yourself. So one of the things that I really do uh, encourage is take time to yourself. Regardless of whatever kind of day you're having, regardless of whatever your work schedule is, there's some point in some way that you have some time in your day, whether you're waking up at 5 o'clock in the morning or you going right to sleep once you get off that morning call, that live London session. Stay up for like 30 minutes or an hour or whatever you can do. Try to find some time just to take to yourself. Cut off your phone. Don't let nobody bother you. Just do something to focus on you, and you'll be able to. I promise you. Come back to yourself in a month, and if you really take it serious, you'll see some changes in your life that you probably didn't notice. It'll be subtle, and it may be subtle. It may be monumental, but you never know until you actually take that leap and really focus on yourself. Do not chart, trade, do analysis. Chill, be to yourself. Work on something that you've been trying to accomplish. Just take a couple of hours to yourself each day to clear your mind. Um, Pretty much, I've been saying the same thing. Find something outside of trading, people. I cannot stress this enough. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be a full time day trader, but I can promise you, every full time day trader that you see has also another type of income, or they do something else on the side. I promise you. I can guarantee you every full-time trader has something else that they're doing outside of the market, because this market can create a lot of stress and you don't want that to happen. This is very important, because you will need to find an outlet to take your mind off the market when it's not working in your favor. Again, coming into the market, things may not be going up. Perfect example right now. The market is haywire. It's crazy. I can almost guarantee you that if you walking in the market, someone is losing some money every day. On this phone call, somebody losing money or losing a trade every day. Luckily, we got other trades we can knock in and make the money back. But still, you never want to be able to just sit in this market and, like I said, give all your attention and give all your energy to one thing, because then Once you give all your attention and energy to one thing, you're going to be lacking attention and energy into another. So that's a little, probably I guess a little gem if you want to say that. I don't know. This is extremely important. Extremely important. I want people to practice this every day. Remain as positive as you possibly can throughout your day. It will help your mind to remain fresh and ready for new information. The more positive you remain, the more successful you will become. This is a proven fact. This is a proven fact. The more positive you remain about your situation, if you focus on the glass that is half empty instead of looking at it half full, you will begin to live your life like that. And it will begin to boil over into your trading. Excuse me. It will begin to boil over to your trading. You will begin to see that trading will consume your life because honestly, let's be real. We all came here to make money. We already know why we trading. We already know why we're here right now. But if you do not take the time to remain positive, positivity floats like I don't even know what it's like to be negative anymore. I just choose not to get angry no more, y'all. I'm just gonna be real. Life is too short. There's too much stuff happening around, and it's like I choose not to let negativity to puncture me at all. I lose, I laugh. I laugh at myself all the time. I mean, y'all know who I'm on the phone with 24/7. Y'all can tell. I got on the phone with Vizell. Vizell cuts me out. Why you only trading gold? I'll laugh it off, knowing that he telling me that I need to be doing something else. But I'm seriously am taking his advice. I'm just choosing not to take his advice and say, "Oh, well, he's talking about me like this, and I don't know how to trade." Da 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 da. I'm not taking it like that. I'm taking it as you stupid. Get yourself in the market. You know what to do. Get yourself together. Point blank. Period. And I keep it pushing. But that's how I talk to me. I don't know how y'all talk to yourselves, but I kind of put myself. Oh yeah, he will laugh definitely at you. He will definitely laugh at you. With that, with that crazy laugh, man. Nobody care that laugh, bro. But put yourself in a position to where positivity is floating around you more than negativity. People be peopling. People be peopling. If you really want to lock in, if you really want to lock this down, go dark. Now, who on here has been who has went dark? Has any show of hands come out to my cover? Has anyone on this call went dark?
You have to give your definition of go dark before I can say yeah.
Oh, that's simple. That means just step in the sun and get about Von Zell color. That's all.
Absolutely not. I have not done that.
Nah, go dark. Go dark is something that Von Zell, I don't Von Zell kind of taught us. Man, I want to say
He taught it to us in class too.
yeah, yeah. I'm trying to figure out the first time I actually heard Von Zell say go dark. I want to say it had to be back in November. Had to be back in November when he actually said go dark, and what it pretty much means, shut off the world, shut off everything. The only thing you should have alerts from is from Discord and TradingView. Um, I'm not gonna lie to you. It is very hard to go dark. For me, it was because I like to be out and about. I like to hang out with people. But for I want to say for 60 days, I got in. I got the book, the Forex Mindset. Vonzel just kind of put me on it, and I started reading the book. And he was like, "Dude, once you start reading this book and you really get into it, you're not gonna want to do anything else." No lie, that's exactly what happened. I came out of that book 2 weeks later. I got funded. That's exactly what happened. I cut off everything. I did not. I don't know. Yeah, I got tired. I got to a point to where I got tired of losing, and going dark for me was just getting off the grid. Now, if you want to come in Discord and say some words and type into the family, by all means do that. But for me, it was really just focusing on me to kind of tell you what I did to go dark. I was reading, I was meditating a lot, working out, of course, spending time with family as much as I could. But at that point, even my family understood, like, okay, he's in a different mode, so we just kind of gonna leave him where he be because I mean, they know what I was trying to do. Um, I would Fridays I was fasting. Um, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a God-fearing man. I was praying, and I was just doing things that would better myself versus going and doing things fun. I guess I wasn't having fun at all. Like I was literally that dude that got into a class. I'm sorry, I just saw the message from Kayla step up. But literally, it just necessarily means just cutting out the world, man, and being to yourself and really focusing in on this trading. So if your definition of going dark is dropping the standard to a point five, hey, that's the definition of going dark. I hope that worked for you, Caleb. I mean, evidently you got funded, so some work. So to move on, emotional trading, completely bad juju. It's just not good. It's horrible. Having emotional intelligence is critical when learning how to navigate through the market. This quote I really want you guys to pay attention to because it's so true. Trading is all about emotional intelligence. It is about entering into a trade and keeping access to left brain completely open. Logic is the oxygen and life to a trader, while uncontrolled emotion is death. When you trade by your heart instead of the chart, you are finished. Finished. You feel me? No, no. Tay, sorry, I just saw your message while I was reading this. Um, Doing that, you should be charting more than anything. Uh, Chart away when you're going dark. Literally going dark is you focusing on nothing else but yourself and trading. That is it. That's going dark. Um, I would say that um trying like doing whatever the homework is. That's probably pretty much whatever the homework is. Just do the homework. Whatever homework Ronzel posts, just do it. If you want to do more of it, do more of it. If you don't feel like you got it, do more homework. Homework. That's the best thing you can do when you're going dark. It's more homework on top of homework. More homework on top of homework. But to dive back into this quote from Jared F. Martinez, the Forex Mindset, it's in that book. Um, this quote is what kind of smacked me into my reality. I'm going to be real. Um, when I read this book and I read that, it kind of just hit me different. It didn't really make me perfect because I'm still not perfect at trading. I still have my flaws, but it got me in a headspace to where it's like, okay, why do I half the time I'm getting in trades? It's literally because I feel like getting a trade, not because I have an analysis. It's because I feel like getting in a trade. You should have no feeling getting into a trade. You should have no feeling getting out of a trade either. Matter of fact, the only thing you should be feeling when you enter a trade is my analysis is just smack. I'm cold. I already know I'm cold. This cannot be going the other way. And if it does go the other way, guess what? You know how to make your money back. That way, when you're not thinking with emotion, again, the market just becomes a different aspect. I can't really tell you when it happens. It doesn't happen at a certain time. Again, you cannot compare your journey to everybody else. But when it clicks, it clicks. I'm telling you, when it clicks, it clicks. It's normal to be nervous when you begin to learn Forex, the Forex world, because it's new. Um, just anyone can come off the mic and kind of just give me your experience when you first got into trading. How overwhelming was it for you? Anyone can come off the mic or type it, whichever comes first.
You said how overwhelming was it?
Yeah. Was it overwhelming for you?
I would say in the middle of the journey, yes. But in the beginning, I was being led. I'm not gonna say led. I would say they were trying to sell the fact that you could copy a trade. So they tried to make it easy. That it sounded easy, but it didn't work out. That wasn't the truth. That wasn't the whole truth. That was yeah, I could come into your business and copy trades and not learn the skill, and you tell me I'm going to get all this money, but that's not what happened. So I have different experiences. So the beginning of my journey was something like that. In the middle, when I tried to understand it, you had people that was impatiently trying to teach it. So that was overwhelming. And then I found you guys. So it's been a yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a
For
journey.
sure. For sure. Definitely. Anyone else want to share their experience here? Because I see people typing.
Hearing a story like that, it just kind of hurts me. Because when I first started trading, it was like I had already been doing stocks. And I'm not really on the chat a lot. Hello, everyone. My name is James.
Hey, James. Hi, James. Just like
so
hey.
I had already been looking at the charts. So being able to like look at a chart and pretty much be able to make that same capital but faster, yeah, it was very overwhelming. And I had capital, so it was like really, really overwhelming. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. Especially when you come in the market and someone tells you, "Yo, all you gotta do this, and you make all the money in the world," and you do it, and you don't make the money. it turns different.
Definitely.
Anyone else care to share about how their experience was when you first came into it in the middle of it? I want someone else to kind of say something.
I'll go.
Okay, Kevin, go ahead.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am, we can. You put that plate down.
Okay. It was a bowl, thank you. My experience first coming in, when I came in, I was actually just getting into crypto, and I was doing a little stocking on Robinhood, and one of my old classmates actually saw that, and he was in IM, and he hit me with the infamous line. He was like, you like crypto? I'm like, yeah. He's like, you want to learn how to buy and sell it? And I'm like, oh shit, you can buy it and sell it and make money? So he was like, yeah. So he brought me over in there, and I think I made like $300 in like the first 2 or 3 days, and I was trading, just taking signals and doing what everybody else was doing. So I was hooked. That was it. And so the worst part about it for me was I was just trying to make money. At the time, I had just bought a house, and I was like, oh, by the time the house is done, I want to be done stack so much money, blah, 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 this. So that whole time I was just lost trying to figure out what was best for me. Like I didn't really like Forex when I started. I hated Forex. Like the only thing I did was take signals. I was a professional signal taker. I didn't know how to map out a trade. I started learning how to mark up charts a little bit, but it was just too complicated for me at the time. Like I didn't even want to attempt it. I just was like, okay, I want some money. I want it now. What I need to do. So I crossed over into HFX, and I felt like that was going to set me free. Man, once I just started looking at my account down there, and I was like, oh, I was like, I got to find something else. And then one of the girls that I was in IM with told me about Curtis. She was like, he got a group. And I'm like, okay, put me in the group. Again, I'm already a professional signal taker, so that's all I was expecting to come over here and do. So once I got in, I seen Von Zell. I'm like, damn, this dude dropping like 30 signals a day. Like, what is he doing? So he started putting out the class, and I'm like, let me hop on his classes. And instantly, like, I fell back in love with Forex. And I was like, what is it now that's so different from when I started? And I think it was just the education. When I started, nobody was trying to show anybody anything. They were just like, here, get on this call. They're gonna give you some signals, or get on there, do what they telling you to do, blah blah blah. Like nobody was trying to teach nobody anything.
It's hearing that kind of takes me back to how many communities that I've actually been through before I became profitable. I'm really counting. So one, Chadera, FX Team, FX Mobile. I can't say the other one. That one. I've been through 8 communities before I actually became profitable.
Wow.
8 communities. I've been through 8 communities before I became profitable.
I can say I've been through 6. And just like Caitlin said, it was like, it wasn't trying to teach you how to trade. It was trying to teach you how to recruit.
There you
When
go.
it all boiled down to it, it was okay to come on here and look at some videos and everything. But when it all came down to what they really wanted, it was about you bringing people. So that's why at this point, I don't bring nobody. I mean, me and Terrence been rolling for a while. Terrence go where I
Yeah,
go. He
because
don't
I
fight
done
me on
came up.
nothing.
Hey, I done
But-
came off the speaker waiting, boy. I go
But
ahead.
but besides him, I wouldn't, unless somebody really wanted to learn the skill. I don't even try to convince them to do anything else. If you want to learn the skill, that's one thing. But I'm not gonna tell you about bring somebody and this, that, and I'm not doing that ever again. That was a lot of wasted time that I can't get back, but at the same time, it's a part of my journey. So it was a lesson for sure.
For sure. And I think when you go through those communities and you really learn, you learn you can connect with some cool people along the way, which is awesome. Like, I never could see anything as a coincidence when you go through communities. But yeah, what you was gonna say, Terrence, man? Come on off. What you was about to say, man?
All right, I was gonna say, because I was talking to what you said about 6. So then I went through 3 of those with her. So now I'm a little different. I'm glad I might be one of the last one. I went for about a year and 9 months. I could say 2 years on a trading journey.
Mm.
And I can honestly say, I ain't gonna say I wasted money, because Tonda, that's my best friend and she's amazing, and I will go to the bus out. She led me right. I think it was in November, September. She said, man, Terrence, I found a dude named Marco. Boom, that's all I'm gonna say. And she said it just now, Terrence gonna roll. I'm gonna roll. December, I signed up and got in.
I
By
see you,
the
Miles.
15th Yeah,
I
don't
see.
do it. But yeah, I don't care. By the 15th of December, I got in touch with Bonzel, and it was a wrap from there. I got more knowledge in 3 months, right now to the date, and my birthday was just the other day. I got more knowledge in 3 months than I got in 2 years from one little segment.
Sorry, man. I had to
From
turn
one
around
little
on
segment.
that one. I had to turn around on that one. I'm sorry.
What?
For sure.
What?
But no, we not Tay. No, Tay. No, you can't say nothing, Tay. No, Tay. No, you can't say
So
nothing.
it's crazy to hear y'all stories because like I just dropped a little bit of mine earlier. I was reminiscing. I saw a journal that I took my trades with me and Rob when I first post my profits, and that's why I put that in the chats. And I made like $2.80, and I was really hyped about it. And I was learning how to trade. Nobody was teaching me, and I was just I put that journey in there. But y'all are catching on. Like, whether y'all think y'all understand this or not, y'all are catching on really fast. It took me 4 months to understand BCLS. I could not understand it. I didn't know what I was looking at. And you guys know how to do it after the first 60 minutes. So, I mean, and you guys are getting funded. You guys get funded faster than I do, honestly. I mean, it might take you, a couple weeks, but I mean, I just didn't come out getting funded. I got crushed a few times. I didn't understand drawdown. I had to learn this stuff. So when I first started this whole MTM deal, it was just a slogan, y'all. It was just pretty much, hey, it's more than money. Forex is more than money, and it became more than money. But the fact that I could teach somebody how to keep their light bill on or how to keep their mortgage, that means a lot to me. So I definitely appreciate everybody hopping on. I remember having 3 people on a call every day. Me, Demetrius, Denise, literally every day. That was it. And maybe Rob and Curtis, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's crazy to hear y'all stories. So going through these communities only made y'all stronger, real talk though. So I mean, don't look at it as a bad thing going through those communities. You learn something, so you take that good with you, take that bad with you, and you brush it off. But it's a new you, so don't go back and in the past and say I've been through this community. It was trash. It was trash. I've been through a lot of trash communities. Like, I don't bash IML. I would not be the trader I am today without IML. Tyrone Foster taught me everything I know. So, I mean, without all that, I would not be here making the 6 figures a year or the 7 figures I'm trying to get to a year. So it's just the way it is. So definitely big ups to everybody pushing because it's definitely a journey. It's a big journey.
I was
Dude, you are the epitome of an
I
instructor
was about
and
to
a
say, man,
teacher.
Tay, you like you hit it right on the head, Tay. Like, bro, I ain't gonna hold you, Ronzel, man. Like you saying we catching on fast, bro, but you gotta understand the kind of teacher we got, bro. You feel me? Like everything that you regurg, like you spit out, it be jails, fam. Like I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like you talking about all these
Amazing,
communities?
amazing teacher
Amazing.
with
Yeah.
Man, listen,
Yeah.
crazy patience,
Whoop,
crazy
I
whoop.
patience.
have I have another person that I introduced and sent emails and everything to that person this morning about MTM, and they've been on a trading journey. Just like time to say, I won't introduce anybody to anything anymore. But Vonzel, dude is the epitome of an instructor. Now, like I say, out of all the other ones, everything else I done been in, I haven't learned one thing. The first the first webinar I was on with this man, and I got the book right here. I got like 4 or 5 notebooks. Within 3 months, everything is full to capacity. This man will ask 15 times in a 10 to 15 minute session, 15-minute segment. Anybody got any questions? And he will not move on until somebody asks a question. That's a
Mm-hmm.
teacher. That's drive. That's something to give somebody hope to move on and want to make better in their life. Because people can give up like all the time. I don't give up, not by a long shot. But dude, Vonzel, shit me. All right.
Yeah, I have to agree with everything everybody said about Von Zell. I have to give him his ups because a lot of people can trade, but everybody can't teach. And Von Zell, he can teach. And I really appreciate him. It took me a while to get used to the accent and the fast talking and thing, but once you catch on and hold on to that coattail, he take you where you need to go. So I'm enjoying it. I'm learning, and it won't be long for me now. I just have a feeling.
Oh yeah, you coming along? You coming along, Miss Linda? We gonna make sure you get funded. Believe that. We gonna make sure Miss Linda get funded. That's gonna happen.
Yeah, he
I feel
got
me.
to.
So,
He got
so
to, or
it's
I'd be mad at him.
for sure, family. So, more importantly, like I said all that just to say that when you walk into this world, when you walk into this forex world, understand that it's gonna shake you a little bit, but there's a reason why only 1% of traders make it. Like Ronzel said, stand persistence between those communities, stand persistent between the naysays and the shot downs and the it's a scams, and knowing that once I get into this, it's a wrap. Like I'm good. Once I get on here, it's done for. So that's why I said all that to say. But I don't want to take up too much of your time, so I'm gonna push through these last few slides. We almost done, but it's been a great class so far, family. Most people are immediately profitable in the market because they have no control over their emotions, emotional way of thinking. While few others that come into the forex world do, having the skill to control your emotions is what sets the line between being profitable and being non-profitable. Same thing we've been saying this entire time. You want to be profitable, you have to keep your emotions in check at all times. You cannot let your greed overdo your fear. You cannot let your fear overdo your greed. You gotta have a balance of both. If you learn to control your emotions while you're in the market, you will begin to see a difference with how you enter and exit trades because you won't be afraid of drawdown. That's for my peoples right there. You know what I'm saying? You know who you are. Don't be this guy. You do not want to be this guy. Do not sit in front of this computer and allow your emotions to turn you into this guy. This guy looks so unhappy to sit at his computer. If you ever need to do anything, I suggest you do what this guy on the right is doing. Woosah. Take a chill pill. When you in this market, it is okay to lose some money. It's okay to have drawdown. You're going to have losses. It has to happen. Somebody got to lose, somebody got to win. But you can still take 5 trades, lose 3, win 2 and still be profitable. We know this because of risk management, because of how we know how to trade. Now, let's hop on this real talk real quick. About to get real. I done drunk on my wine taste, so I don't know how this gonna be. Everything we're about to talk about on this slide, we're gonna go through the slide in about 5, 10 minutes. It ain't gonna take much longer. Take it personal. Everything I'm about to say on this slide, take it very personal, people. I love y'all, but take it personal. Really ask yourself, why am I not profitable? Why am I not profitable? And if you are profitable, why aren't I profitable the way that I want to be? It's probably because of a few things. You don't know what you're doing. You're not studying. You're trying to learn too much. That is a biggie. That is a biggie. You're trying to learn too much. You're lazy. You can't get one. You can't stick to one strategy, so you move on to another. Meaning, just because you don't get this strategy right now, that don't mean you won't get it. You have to practice it. Practice makes perfect. You're taking trades that you don't understand, taking a signal. You don't have a trading plan whatsoever. You're only wanting to make money. You're comparing your journey to someone else. You're over leveraging, no sense of risk management. So many different aspects can fall into why you're not being profitable. Ultimately, you're not profitable because you're getting into your own way. You have to get out of your own way. Easier said than done. People say it all the time, but there's a way that you can literally get out of your own way. And that's simple. It's very simple. You have to have a mental change. You have to have a click in your head to say, I'm tired of losing this bread. Once you are tired of losing money, I promise you're going to change. Once you are tired of losing fun on the couch, you're going to change. Once you are tired of seeing people post profits and you ain't made a profit, bump that. Once you tired of seeing these withdrawals, if you are a funded trader and you seeing 24,000, 44,000, 55,000, 120,000, and you can't even get a payout, eventually you're going to get pissed off and you're going to settle down. And you're when you do that, that's when you have to make up in your mind, I'm going to continue to be positive. I'm going to continue to study. I'm going to continue to trade. I'm going to get up at 4. I'm going to do what I got to do to be in the back of this back office to learn what I'm looking at. So I'm not just looking at it with Von Zell on the charts. I'm actually looking at it on my own. I'm profitable on by myself without Von Zell. That's where you want to be. Once you get there, you will begin to feel a whole lot better about your trade. Some things that you cannot do while you're in this market. You cannot bring the outside world into the market. Period. Do not come into this market mad at the world. Please do not do that. Oh, I done had a bad day, so now I'm about to come into the market. You come into the market and you lose. I don't have to go down the pit of hell of what we've been through. We've been there before. Just don't do it. If you can help yourself, if you do want to get into the market and you're having a rough day, take a chill period. Relax yourself before you hop into the market. So that way, when you're hopping on these charts, you're thinking with a clear mind and you're not worried about why somebody ate your piece of chicken off your plate and it was the last piece of chicken. That was a little personal. I'll leave that alone. Take your time. This market ain't going nowhere. The Forex market, in my opinion, I hope I'm seeing it right now. I don't think it's going to go anywhere anytime soon. So take your time. The money is going to be here. You don't have to make $2,000 tomorrow. Heck, you don't got to make it this month. I personally would rather study for a whole month, hop in the next month, and make all the money that I want to make versus making $200 here, $300 here, $400 here, which is fine, which is perfectly fine if you're doing that every day. But if you're only able to make $400 once a week, and you know you can be making more money and you're funded, we need to take a different approach with this. Please, 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 do not put all your time into trying to be a full-time day trader. Let it happen organically. I'm saying this from experience, family. Do not put your time in trying to be a full-time trader. That will come on its own. I'm telling you, as you're learning, as you're growing, as you're in this market, as you're seeing yourself grow, you're going to see the money come in. And I'm not going to lie to you. You're going to want to quit your job. Don't do it just yet. When it's time for you to be a full-time trader, when it's time for you to just really focus on nothing except trading, and you can then split up other avenues from that, then you would know. But when you force yourself and say, all right, I'm going to give myself 2 months to be a full-time trader, and blah, 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 and if it works, then not don't do that. Just let it happen. A lot of people have that goal of being a full-time trader, but don't really know what it takes being a full-time day trader. It is extremely stressful, and when it's different trading when you have to reach quotas versus when you're just trading for fun. It's a completely different world. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're going to get it at your own pace. Don't beat yourself up. Let us do it for you. Do not risk any money you do not have. Do not risk any money you do not have. Please do not do that. If you know you got to pay rent, don't put your money in the market. Do not even buy a funded account. Don't even buy a challenge. Just hold on to your money. Take your time. Don't risk your money that you cannot afford to lose. Please do not do that. Focus on one thing at a time. This information cannot work unless you fully digest it. It would not work unless you fully digest it. Stop looking for the easy way out. Stop looking for the easy way out, family. I'm not going to speak on that. We already know how that feels. We are not just going to use Vibe. We're also going to learn this back office as well, so we can learn. Well, what if I don't know? What if Von Zell decide to say I don't want to use Vibe no more? I'm canceling it. What are we going to do then? We have to be able to learn to do these things on our own, simply because we don't want to be crippled. We don't want to be enabled. I tell Von Zell all the time. I think he done made me real lazy, especially using Vibe. But he had to kind of kick me in my butt and let me know you can't be like that. You still got to go in this back office and learn this stuff. He quizzed me today that I thought I just knew. I'm not going to talk about it. He quizzed me right before we got on here, and I got the answer wrong. And he said you need to get it homework. You laughed about it, but you need to go get in this homework. Again, I'm not perfect, but I know a little bit, but I don't know everything, which means that I still got to get in the back office. Von Zell still learns in the back office all the time. All the time. We all can never stop learning in this trading world. There's always something different you can do to make your trading a little more simpler. Consistency is key. Consistency is key. Meaning you can't get up at 4 o'clock Monday and not get up at 4 o'clock Tuesday. If you're getting up at 4 o'clock Monday, you need to be getting up at 4 o'clock Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Why? Those are the days that we trade. The only day you really shouldn't have to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning is on Fridays, because usually we don't do our trade on Fridays if we don't want to, unless we're trying to hit some indices or something, but we'll let us know about that. But more than anything, more Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday is going to trap your tail every time. Every time. You do not have to trade on Fridays if you do not want to. If you are a cold trader and you feel like you want to hop in that market on Friday, hey, be my guest. Me personally, I'll be waking up watching Samurai Jack. And I may actually no, I'll be watching the Proud Family because they got a new joint out there. Yeah, your Quicken account is a 100K account, but we're going to leave that there. Focus on just your journey and no one else. We've said that a billion times in this call. We already know how that feels. Just, focus on yourself. Big point I want to take away from this. If you do not take the time to settle yourself, your trading can quickly turn into gambling. Think about it. I'm going to let that marinate for like 5 seconds before I say anything else. If you do not take the time to settle yourself, your trading can quickly turn into gambling. We do not gamble here, people. We know what we're doing. We know how to get into this money. We know what to do. All of us on this call, we know what to do. We know what to do. We know that we should not be taking the sale if all the EMAs are on the bottom for a trend. Why are we looking for a sale? We know the EMAs need to be on top before we look for a sale. Meaning, we're not guessing when we do that. Don't guess. You know that. We know this. We know sauce candles. Never mind. We ain't gonna go that far. We ain't gonna go that far. We know these things. Sauce is 3, shift is 8. So why are we getting upset when we're taking a shift and we 3 candles in and we getting out? You still got 5 candles left. Why are you getting upset? We know these things. We know these things. You feel me, family? We know these things. Don't gamble. We don't have to gamble. So, last couple slides. Got some resources for y'all. These books lock me in, y'all. I mean it. Like, they really lock me in. We already know these books, so we're gonna run through this real quick. Forex Mindset by my man Jared Martinez. The Market Makers Matrix by Evan J. Christopher. We are currently doing that in the book club. It Worked for Me by Colin Powell with Tony Coates. Now, this book necessarily doesn't have to do with trading, but Colin Powell is a officer. And he was an officer in the army, and he kind of he told his journey about what it took to get there, his past, and things like that. And I'm not going to really dive too deep in the book because I've already held you guys for longer than I wanted to. But if you want to talk about that book, you can definitely hit me on Discord and I kind of give you a little more detail about it. But it's a beautiful book. It's a great book. It actually helped me be the man that I am today. It changed my mental and really helped me step up to be more of a leader than a follower. So It Worked for Me by Colin Powell is a great book. Get a trading journal. Seriously, it will help. When you are able to see your trades, how many losses versus win you have for a week, it changes your way of thinking. It makes you want to win more versus lose more, especially when you're writing it down or you have it some type of electronic paper or something you have. Oh, electronic paper. What? It's some type of electronic document that you can look at every day to see what your trading is looking like, to see what you're doing, to see how good you're getting, to see what's what. Get an accountability partner. Get an accountability partner. Um, this is important for a couple of reasons. When you have someone on a journey with you, even though you're not comparing your journey, now you're not getting up here. When I say accountability, you're not getting a partner to say, okay, let me see what your numbers look like against mine. No, you want to get that partner. Look, we're supposed to be up at 4:30. Hey, you up? You want that person to get you up if you're not up. You're in the market, you're doing your homework, you want that person to be on top of you. Because when you have that accountability, you're going to want to do it. You're going to want to do more. You're going to want to fight more. Even your accountability partners, you're going to find yourself wanting to outdo each other, not in a bad way, but to say, I'm pushing with this person and we're going to get that together. Having that accountability partner really helps. Now, if you are in the MC Fam family, I got some super, super, super sauce for y'all, right? Before I let y'all get off this call. If you really trying to lock this stuff down, I got a secret. And I'm telling y'all, this helped me tenfold. This is like the one thing that I swear that Vonzel introduced to me, and I love it. And it's been working for me for a day, y'all. And I cannot wait to drop this with y'all, man. Go to the MTM Academy. Everything you need is in that doggone academy. Everything you need is in the academy. I know y'all thought it was gonna be something serious. Y'all thought it was gonna be something crazy, wasn't y'all? I know. Y'all thought it was gonna be something like completely left. Y'all thought it was gonna be something new. No. Everything you need is in the academy. Everything, family, everything. And I'm gonna tell you how crazy you really can look at the academy. Some of the videos are repetitive for a reason. For a reason, family. Some of the stuff on there say the same stuff for a reason. The market is very repetitive. So the information that you're going to get is very repetitive. This is why I'm saying the market is really easy to understand when you get yourself out of your own head. I'm telling you. It works. So, the conclusion, to wrap this thing up. Psychology is extremely important in this trading game. We recognize that. Remaining positive throughout this journey is very critical. Taking the time to yourself is a necessity. That is a necessity. What I want to do, what I really want everyone to do when you walk away from here, more than anything, if you don't take anything away from this, take an hour or two to yourself a day. Take an hour or two to yourself a day. Matter of fact, what I need y'all to do, drop a one in the chat if today you're going to move forward and dedicate 1 to 2 hours to yourself a day. Just drop a one in the chat if you're going to do that. If you're getting off this call tonight and saying, I'm going to take this time, I'm going to make sure that no matter what, I'm gonna take 1 or 2 hours to myself a day. I don't care what it is. I appreciate y'all for doing that because that is serious. That is a must. That is a must, family. That is a must. The left brain and the right brain must be able to coexist. Finding a balance has its benefits. It will allow you to keep your mind clear. Don't worry about other people's journey. Stay focused on yourself. Consistency is key, and controlling your emotions plays a huge role in being profitable. Family, that is my time. I have nothing else to present to you guys. If you have any questions for me or anything like that, we are 30 minutes over the schedule of what I thought it was supposed to be today. Um, for real, family. More than anything, what I just really want y'all to take away from this is the psychology behind this is serious. It is very serious. You will not be able to lock down these strategies until your psychology gets to a mental point to where you can learn the strategies, practice the strategies, really remain consistent with yourself. And above all, man, have fun in this market. This is an opportunity for anyone to really change their life. This opportunity to make this money doesn't come around for everybody, and the people that it comes around to, everyone don't take it serious. Consider it a blessing that you're even on this mindset call. Like the people that I see on this call are some of the main people that I see typing in the chat day in and day out, meaning you are locked in. Consider it a blessing that God gave you a gift to be able to persist through all of this. Think about all the hell and high water you went through just to get here now. When you think about your journey, you can't quit. Don't quit. Don't quit on yourself, meaning don't sell yourself short. If you know you're supposed to study, study. If you know you're supposed to be in the market, be in the market. If you know you're not supposed to do it, don't do it. Don't cheat yourself in this market, man. Please don't, because you're going to lose the opportunity of a lifetime. This can change your life. We know this. This is why we're here. We don't got to preach it to you. We already know these things. So, more than anything, family, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all the opportunity for me to voice my opinion when it comes to this. If you guys have any questions, if you need an accountability partner, wherever it is, hit me on Discord, family. We all here to help everybody win. I thank y'all too, man. I really appreciate y'all. If y'all have any questions, like I said, hit me up. I hope y'all have a good night and y'all kill the market. Keep killing the market. And congratulations. I know she had to get off, Kaylin. I wanted to say congratulations again to her. She's killing it. Terrence, I'm seeing your progress, bro. Keep pushing, brother. Tonda, you already know. You my headache. So I need you to do more. But other than that, I love y'all, man. Y'all stay up. That's it. That's it, family.